Yeah, put your hand way up higher, Jenny. Right there.
Where's the superintendent? He was up here speaking to us earlier.
1, 2, 3, go ahead and say Boo Bear as many times as you can. Higher by.
That was loud.
The thing here is this way. Are you pleased?
This year the house is 150 years old, so it's very, very old. It is the second oldest house in Atlanta. Asher Walton built this house for his wife Julia, and Julia was his bride-to-be. So when he asked her to marry her, he said, "We'll build you a home," and he did. He took 4 years to build this home, and in the process of building it, they got married, and actually had twin sons, which died at birth. During their first pregnancy. They both died, the children. And then home was completed. They brought over people from Germany and Belgium to build the home because he owned the flour mill, the general store, the lumber mill, the first bank, the rights to the railroad and the natural gas. He owned just about everything.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So he wanted the house built to both for his new wife and a display of his wealth. This originally was the women's parlor. It was not the living room. Now we use it as a living room or main room. But it was the women's parlor originally. And Jess and I have brought things in here from our travels because we run Paranormal Dares at that company. So we've traveled the entire country and I've collected stuff for over 30 years. And we've been given a lot of things over the years. That is Belle, and she is from the Adams from the Bell Farm down in Adams, Tennessee. You've heard of Bell Witch?
Yeah.
That's from Bell Witch. So this is Maggie doll. She's from Post Town School. She's the haunted doll that Daryl and his wife had all kinds of problems with, and finally they gave her to us. So she's been blessed and this and that. And they did a little ritual on her and stuff. So. And then these are some items that we've collected over the years. We've got a doll there that belonged to 2 children in the family, and both children died very tragically. The family blames that doll. We've got some very, very old ancient burial urns, crystals, various things that people gave us over the years. There's some things that belonged to a murderer. He was a cult worshiper. There's some books and things, and the family didn't want them in the house, so they gave them to us years ago. There was a lot of deaths in the house, both with the Walton family and then families that purchased the house after the Walton family. It changed hands probably upwards of 20 times. Yeah. And it actually got so run down they used it as a boarding house, a funeral home. It was used for all kinds of things, and it got so run down the county was going to bulldoze it. We've had several very prominent psychics walk the house, and they said this little boy wears suspenders, like the old-timey suspenders. Okay. And they're actually calling him Suspender Boy. He plays on the steps and at the top of the staircase. He is very known to light up like EMF meters, REM pods. He likes anything that lights up or goes beep. So this used to be the music room. They had a baby grand piano in here. We do know that Asher's would have been his son-in-law, who was a minister. In Asher's later years, his daughter and son-in-law came here to live with him to try to take care of him after his wife died. And the minister, we're guessing, had a heart attack. It doesn't really say, but suddenly died, and it was in this room. So right after they came to take care of Asher, the son-in-law died. But Asher lived here about 8 years longer than after Julia died. He lived here before he died. Now, the weird part is Asher and Julia both died in the Asher room upstairs in their bedroom at exactly 3 a.m. Both. of them.
Wow, that's
8
weird.
years apart. Their youngest son Edgar also died in the house. Like I said, we believe there was 2 children deaths in the house. One on the stairs, one of malaria or some type of disease back then. And then we don't know how many deaths there were in preceding families and when it was a boarding house. We do know they used that room for showings as a funeral home.
Okay.
So, which was common back then. This was the living room back then. It's apparently back then it had a hardwood floor and it was a giant starburst pattern on the floor.
Ooh,
One of the previous owners took up the carpet and was, or took it up and tried to look for the starburst pattern. It was gone. Somebody had put down subfloor and laid this carpet down. So they took out the original floor. So that was the living room originally. Of course, it had all original fireplaces. So is this. Now we know this was the family dining room originally, and the reason we know that is because they spent a lot of time in here. They were chopping wood and coal and stuff in here, and all the axe marks are still in the tile where they were in here chopping it.
wow. Yeah.
So, and a year ago, Mr. Walton's great niece, who is now 83, came here to the house when Jess and I first opened up, started, taking people through, and wanted a tour. She hadn't been back here since she was 11 years old.
Wow.
And so we helped her up the steps. She walked the house and told us story after story after story when she played here as a
How
kid.
cool.
It was very cool. She lives one town away.
That just
She's
gives
still
people
alive.
chills.
She's still alive.
Wow.
She told us this was the dining room. She told us that Mrs. Walton liked to bake bread, and she baked 2 loaves a day every day for the family.
Wow.
And when he came over, the house always smelled like roses and fresh baked bread. She even named one of her daughters Rose, but she loved rose-scented perfume, which is weird because we didn't know that. Of course, that's an insider thing. But up until that point, we kept smelling roses in the house. Like every now and then, you'd just be walking and get hit with that.
Yeah.
And rose is kind of unmistakable smell.
Right.
My wife doesn't wear rose perfume, and I certainly don't. But we would smell it all the time, it
Yeah.
just hit us. And then the great niece told us that, said, oh no, Julia Walton, she always wore rose perfume, and she had beautiful rose gardens outside the house.
Wow. That's
So
cool.
kind of neat. I will tell you this door, and I don't know if you saw the video on Facebook of
Yep.
this flying open.
Yeah, she
that
didn't,
was
but
not,
I did.
I was in the house when that happened.
Oh,
I was
okay.
upstairs sleeping, and so was my wife, and Chris Wolfgang, another investigator, all dead asleep. I mean, it happened at like 3:30 in the morning. It was time stamped because the camera caught it. But the interesting thing was, Chris came down to go to the bathroom. He, in the middle of the night, just came down and noticed it was this is dead of winter, freezing cold. He's like,
Yeah.
what's going on? We went in the bathroom, walked out, didn't even notice the door was staying wide. He saw it, of course.
But I think
he's like,
somebody's in.
Oh my God, somebody's in the house because
Oh,
this
yeah.
door's always locked. It's
Right.
a deadbolt, and this deadbolt, you cannot. There's no other side to it.
You can't even
It
unlock if
only
you want
locks from in
to.
here.
Wow.
How
So
does that work?
yeah, and get this, the screen out here also is deadbolt.
Yep.
That's a deadbolt lock on this.
You have to get through it too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it
That's
was
wild.
locked. So he runs upstairs, wakes us up, and we come down. Sure enough, the door's wide open, and we saw this crack.
Yeah.
And now at the time, there was a tall table standing here.
Okay.
The door, when we played the tape back, you heard this, plain as day. The lock click, and then boom, it just flies open.
It hits
And we thought it got open from the outside, because that's the only thing that made sense. But then we started looking at the tape, and on the tape, that mirror right there, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see right out this door in that mirror. And we noticed it on the playback. So we're watching the mirror. There's no one out there.
There's nobody there.
So it had to be inside.
Yeah, there's not a soul, but the door flies open and we can see the reflection. There's nobody out there. So then we started listening, playing the audio.
Yeah.
We heard an argument going on in this room. We caught it on those speakers in there, in that room. And it was like a deep man's voice of a woman, and she's begging him not to leave the house. And then the door unlocks and it flies open.
Wow. It's like something
So
just
it was done from the
replaying.
inside. Now,
Yeah.
this is one of the bedrooms. Now, the great niece told us, Originally, this was Rose Walton's room,
Okay.
which was one of the daughters. There's Rose and Clara. And they like this music box. That is the most ominous part of the house, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Everybody, for some reason, at night gets creeped out down there, including myself. I don't lie. When I sleep in this room, I can go down that way to use the restroom because it's quicker.
Right.
I always go all the way around because I don't want to go down there.
Gotcha.
So this is Asher Walton's room.
Their names are up above.
Mm-hmm. You guys got them on the doors too.
Yeah.
This was not out there.
Uh-oh.
I
Ghostly
was literally
encounters.
just up here, walking the house. That was not. Did you notice
Gotta
when I
check
walked
your
in? It was over here.
cameras. No, I don't.
I just.
Yeah, it was over there. I seen you
right
pick
over
it
here.
up.
Prince.
Yeah, it was right
Yeah.
there. That was not here 2 hours ago. This is where Asher did his work. He had a desk here.
Okay.
And we believe he had this probably built, these are the original shutters. And he had this built specifically because that building was his general store.
Oh, okay.
Even up on the top, it says the Walton Whistler building, way up on top of that
Oh,
concrete.
yeah.
Okay.
And then across the street, he was the president of the First Bank, which
So
that
you
is
can
no
sit here
longer
and see
there.
everything.
And then down at the end of the street, he had his grist mill and lumber mill.
So you can sit here and see it
So this
all.
was Asher Joy's room. That's one of the signs from the old bed and breakfast.
Oh, okay.
But this was the nursery next door. They had a maid and a horseman or butler that took care of the horses and buggies. The maid lived in the house. So she would come down, there was a door, which is now a closet, but would go straight into that room. He could leave this door shut. She could take care of the children, leave. So she was made to be useful but not seen.
Right.
And they set the house up that way. Now it's a giant walk-in closet. But this is a very, very active room, especially with the SLS cameras.
Okay.
Back this side, a lot of people sit here, and the children come out and sit in their laps.
Oh.
It's been documented by numerous teams, including myself and my wife on our SLS cameras,
Wow.
where the children will come around from behind them and sit in their laps. This was the original bathroom. It was the first bathroom put in the house. Obviously didn't have a shower back then. I was putting one as a bed and breakfast. But that's the original tub. They had the first indoor bathroom in 1928, and that's the original 1928 tub. This is the original sink that was put in, and that's what the bathroom used to look like.
Oh, wow. That's oh, yeah.
Isn't that
But
fancy?
the fancy toilets, yeah, those are definitely old school.
Some of the psychics that have been here at the house say that they feel like there's a tall, stately gentleman that stands in this area and watches out this back window for some reason. I don't know. So Angel Lee, I don't know if you've ever heard, she's like a spiritual psychic out of Missouri. She says she thinks it's Asher and he's guarding something that he left here in the house.
Oh.
My name's Terry,
I'm Julie.
and we're here at the Walton's house.
Asher Walton House.
Huh?
Asher Walton House.
Asher Walton's house. And we appreciate, thank you for letting us come. We wanted to see if there was any little children here wanting to play. We have some things on the stairway. They will not hurt you. In fact, I'll touch one of them so you can see. If you just go up to this, it'll make a noise. It has a little lights of different colors. See the different colors?
Or if you go to the one right above it, it plays music and lights up.
Yeah, this one right here. It's like a little piano. And it won't hurt you at all. You just want to go by it and just touch it or just walk by it.
The squeaking's just the fans in the ceiling, by the way.
Oh,
It's a little
The one up
stuff.
there?
Yeah, there's just a couple of them going up here, just
yeah.
making know for everybody watching at home.
We hear there's a little boy that they call Suspender Boy. And he goes up and down these steps. If you're in here, you can come down and talk to us or play with us.
I can come down the hallway where I'm kind of sitting at the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you?
Uh-uh. But it's
There's
really
like-
outside.
It sounds like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Uh-uh. But it's
There's
really
like-
outside.
Is that you?
Uh-uh. But it's
There's
really
like-
outside.
Can you move something or make a noise in the house so we know where you're at? Is that you?
Uh-uh.
Or Ted?
I did too.
Is that you?
Uh-uh.
Or Ted?
I did too. That's why I got my phone out, because I thought I might have heard something down there.
It sounded like it was in between us.
Uh-huh. Come on, let's touch these REM pods. I'm walking over here towards it. It's this little thing that lights up when you get near. See the different colors it has? You can even make a noise. And then here's the little music box. And then here's the cat balls that you can play with. They're really bright. See if you can touch one of those. They won't hurt you. They just make music or they just make loud noise.
Can you roll one of those balls down the stairs?
That'd be cool.
Roll one of those balls down the stairs?
That'd be cool.
Roll one of those balls down the stairs?
That'd be cool.
We'll try to do one of these. What do you think we should ask Mom?
What's your name?
1, 2, 3.
What's your name?
I stopped it.
Okay.
Saying something. Say now. Get out of my house. Let's say get out of my mansion or something. I'm not, let me take it up
Probably
to
be
you.
able to tell by the headset.
Let me let you see what you think.
Okay. Here, Noel. How's your foot?
Attached.
Okay.
I'll play this back to your audio here. That was my Snapchat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for letting us stay in this house. It's beautiful. Julie and I were just trying to get in touch with the people that lived here that's no longer here. Is there anything you can tell Julie? She's got headsets on so she can hear what you're saying. You can tell her anything.
Out.
You want us,
Now,
you want us out now? Have we offended you?
Terry can't hear anything that well, she can't hear me right at the very moment, so anything you want to tell her, you can talk in the little box that she's got in her hand.
There was a man's voice. It's just quick voice and out. I don't know what they said.
So hopefully you figured it out when I was wearing these headphones. And it may not sound something technology back in your time, but this box she's got in her hand is connected to a wire, and we call these headphones that it's connected to, that she's got over her ears. So anything you say into that box that she's got in her hands, she'll be able to hear it. If you can understand this, can you say yes? Tell Terry yes.
That was a loud noise.
Can you tell Terry yes if you understand what I just said? She's the one sitting in the chair in the other room.
Help.
Help. You know, we always get the word help, but we never know how to help you. What can we do to help you?
Out.
Oh, that's out. Okay. This must be the same person we talked to downstairs? Or on the stairs? Are you the same person?
Rest.
Rest? You mean to lay back down? I'm pretty tired myself.
Please.
Alright. I appreciate you sharing your space with us tonight. Thing is, we gave money to the owners of this property, and that money will go into helping to fix up the building. This is our first time here, so we appreciate you opening up your home to us, and it's a very nice home. You've done had some amazing people with some really great skills fix this place up very nicely. So, very nicely. So, very nicely. So, just for the record, that's the squeaky fan in the other room that Terry's sitting in. Can you touch Terry's left shoulder if you're standing behind her? Can you just gently touch her left shoulder? No, her. Did she touch her? Oh, dude. She touched her left arm, but she didn't touch the shoulder. Did you just touch Terry's arm? Can you do it again if that was you? Make her touch her left arm again. That was you. Can you please do that again? Touch Terry's left arm or her shoulder.
Feels like someone's standing behind me.
Oh, dude, I got chills, man. That was awesome. Thank you.
Can you see anybody?
Dude, man, I got like the wicked chills. That was awesome. I heard it say something through her headphones, but I don't know what it said.
Hold me.
Hold me?
Put your arms up, Terry.
Like this?
Yeah, just above your head for a second. It'll map you here in a second.
Do the
It should.
YMCA.
Maybe.
Sometimes it takes it a second. Move them up and down. Actually, it's getting something outside of the door, actually, like right here. It's actually mapping something right there. You can't kind of
Sure
see it.
is.
So without, the head's taller, it looks like. It's not mapping you, but it's mapping the figure.
It's mapping the figure that's not you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We can see you standing here in the doorway. Can you tell us who you are? If you record already.
I do. I can. I usually do just like one question at a time and let it run for like a minute, then I'll shut it off.
Yes, sir.
Who's in the doorway right now? What's your name? It's talking.
Are you kidding me? That was talking like crazy.
When it stays on red saw, that means it's like really talking through it. It kind of breaks it in pieces, and then this kind of brings it all together.
Yeah.
But when that light, the more it stays on saw, the more it's talking. When it's just sitting there going like this, there's nothing coming
I
through.
got you.
So we'll see. Something definitely was talking. So
He's in the doorway right now. What's your name?
that was a lot.
I don't know what that said, but
I
that
don't
was
know.
definitely somebody answering
And I
this.
ran it for like what 30, 40
Yeah.
seconds. Like right.
That was
before there.
nonstop. Just
He's in the doorway right now. What's your name? He's in the doorway right now. What's your name?
Something help me?
I thought it
He's in
said
the doorway
Edgar.
right
I thought it said Edgar too.
Yeah.
Maybe. Something, will you help me? Will you help me?
He's in the
But no,
doorway
it's like-
right now. What's your name?
I don't know,
Like,
but
will you
that
help me? That's
Yeah.
what it almost sounds
it's
like. It's
really talking.
I'm gonna play this back. It's so much easier to
Oh, yeah, no,
replay
you're
these back
fine.
with headphones.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Play back.
He's in the doorway right now. What's your name?
I think it's saying something, will you help me? And then there's something before that and after that. I'm not quite sure until I put headphones on. If you can understand us, walk into the room where Terry's at.
I'm in here. Come on in.
Feel anything in there?
No.
Hello? Say hey.
Yeah.
Can you talk to this box and tell us hello or your name? Goodbye.
Edgar, are you here with us?
Something about children.
Yeah.
Did you hear
Yeah, I
that?
did. Are you protecting the children?
I don't know if it's all the time. It may not be right. My son.
If you can see me, can you say Keith? Can you say my name?
Can you say Asher?
Julia Wolf, are you here? That was her maiden name.
I don't know what he says. Can you come back in the doorway? About something. Are you usually this quiet?
Not at all.
Jesus, how does it?
Jesus?
Jesus. Asher, did you have... We found in a journal that Asher had secret meetings here on the full moons
Ah.
with businessmen from all over the state. Which leads me to believe if it wasn't maybe Masonic related.
Did I hear a boom?
Outside sound like.
It's like a light. It wasn't like a heavy, but it was like.
Wake up.
Was that you making a noise?
Asher, did you have meetings here on the full moons? Were you a Mason? I heard her again, the thump. That was in the hallway.
Yeah, I heard it too. Did you hear the thump? No.
That was Blaine's day in the hallway.
Something's alive again.
Jesus.
Jesus. It's like yelling again. I've never heard yelling like that before.
Asher, were you lonely after Julia passed away?
Very.
Julie's in the other room. Can you see her?
You don't have to leave. I feel the cool breeze now.
See?
Yeah.
Is there any children in here? Is there any children in here? Is there any children in here?
Whoa, there's a big burst of cold air right now. I just hit me like in my face.
Are you guys in there trying to keep Julie clear,
What's
cool?
the temperature say?
Actually, the weird part is it went up a little bit. It was going down to 78, 77, now it's back up to 80 point. Yeah, and now back down to 79, 80. Okay, so we have a second anomaly now in the doorway. It's
Same
mapping you and same side. Right
It's
here.
gonna come cold burst. Like it's just like I think it's doing what I asked it to do, like run around in circles. It's like it just comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. It's not like constantly on me. But it's like from here over, I just feel like it's like I feel like somebody just takes their hand like that.
You have somebody standing right next to you to your right.
I'm gonna say it's been
Right there.
You do.
It's been completely cold right here.
Well, it's holding your hand right now.
Yeah. Yep, right there. It's holding your hand.
It's my phone. I'll record this.
It's getting even colder. It feels like it's
Yeah.
getting a lot colder.
Just sitting there holding your hand.
I feel like it's getting like colder.
Are you holding Julie's hand?
If I stand.
I would say if you stood up, this is, yep, it's holding your hand still.
What was it? I thought it was touching her
What if I
face.
move over?
All right, there's you and there's it.
It's like so weird, like this hand is like, it's like this hand's a little bit cooler, like my other hand's like,
So there's still an anomaly in the doorway.
Yep.
There's one standing directly next to you. Being still as a field mouse. Reach out, there you go. You'd be touching its head right now. Oh, another one just showed up to the other side. Shut it for just a moment.
photo, come on back.
And it almost looks like you're hugging, or
Bathroom?
Why did it be so quiet like that? Oh, okay.
Is there a guy that stands in the corner over here in this room?
Is he the protector of this room? Or the protector of the house? Did you ever get a bath in this bathtub?
You're hired?
I said spiders.
Oh.
Is there any little kids in here?
get dressed.
Get dressed? What's your name if you're a little kid? kid. You like staying on this floor, don't you, hon?
Can you say Keith's name through this box? Would you like more people to come in here and talk with you? We just talked. Are you getting tired?
Do you want to go to bed?
I want something. I think they went to bed.
I think they're tired. Well, they've had an active week. Mary had a little
That's me.
What did Mary have? How many people, or how many stars are in the United States flag?
That could be a tricky question depending on how.
That's all we know where
Yeah.
they're at. Today there are how many flags?
850?
I thought you said 50.
I heard 50. I don't know if it was 850 or 8. It was something 50. What do you wash your hands with? When you go to the sink to wash your hands, what do you use to wash your hands with? To kill all the germs. Or do you wash your hands? Be careful how you eat things.
You have a good evening.
We're gonna turn the box off, okay? Thank you. Thanks for talking with us.
Yes, thank you. You can turn the light on.
Let's see if they answer. Bye. Oh, paranormal. Oh, paranormal. Oh, paranormal. Not paranormal. Okay. Fair enough.